Hello friends, today we are taking some PYQs of a topic of thermodynamics. First we will start with some questions. Okay, first question is what happened when methane, just wait a minute. What happened when methane undergoes combustion in a system A and B respectively? First of all, you should know when methane undergoes combustion, a certain amount of energy is released. Okay, first, if system A is adiabatic, so what do you know about adiabatic? In adiabatic there is a no change of heat. There is no change of heat is there. So if there is a no change of heat, so definitely the temperature of that system will increase. Okay, what about diathermic container? In diathermic container, there is a exchange of heat is possible. There is a possibility of exchange of heat. So definitely, what will happen? The temperature will remain same because whatever that energy will be released in container B during the combustion of methane, that energy will be released in the form of heat. So temperature will remain same. So correct answer will be your B. Now second question. Among the following set, the set of parameters that represent path function is. You have given these four parameters. First Q plus W, second Q, third W, then last one is H minus Ts. Okay, first what you know that your change in energy is equals to Q plus W, and your change in energy is this is your state function. So the sum of heat plus work done, definitely it is your state function. So this will be not the option. Now heat and work, they both are your path function. H minus Ts, that is your Gibbs free energy, which is also your G, which is your state function. So your correct answer will be option B and C, this one. Next, for a diatomic ideal gas in a closed system. Okay, first of all, this is your closed system. Which of the following plots does not correctly describe the relation between various thermodynamics quantity? Okay, what we have taken, there is a closed system is there. Okay, now let's see the graphs. First, let me expand this graph here. Just wait a minute. Yeah. First, there is a graph of, in this graph, there is a graph of energy versus temperature. Second graph is at constant heat capacity at constant pressure versus temperature. Third, heat capacity at constant pressure versus pressure. Last one is your heat capacity at constant volume versus volume. So what we know that directly, that whenever we used to say about CV or CP, what is CP? It is CV is independent of, volume, because heat capacity at constant volume, the value is independent of V, but it depends upon temperature. That means at specific temperature you will get a specific value of heat capacity at constant volume. In the same way, the CP is independent of pressure, but it is dependent of temperature. So if your CV value will increase, that is totally independent. So this graph is correct. But this graph, second graph, where we can see that if your value of Cp is increasing, your pressure is also increasing. But what we know that Cp is independent of pressure. So this is your incorrect option is there. So this will be your answer. Next, the combination of plots which does not represent isothermal expansion. Okay, first of all, isothermal, that means temperature is constant. Temperature is constant of an ideal gas. Okay, if it is ideal gas, if temperature is constant, that means what we can say that PV is equals to constant. Okay, that means the value of product of PV is constant. Now, first graph is P versus 1 by V. So what we can say that pressure is inversely proportional to your volume. That means if we will increase the pressure, then the value of 1 by volume will also increase linearly. So this graph is correct. Now next graph, if we talk about third graph, here what we can say, if here we said PV value will be constant, why if whatever the value of the product of pressure and volume will increase, that will be constant with increase of pressure. So this graph also represent this thing. So option A and C are correct. So these are for today's class.